Hello, diet disruptors. Welcome to the March recipe tutorial. I'm excited to share these recipes with you. I love spring and it's starting to feel like we're coming into it. So we're going to jump in and start with Carrie's message this morning. Living in New England means the month of March is typically unpredictable, but this year the whole winter has been crazy. We had more 60-degree days this winter than I think we had all last spring. Of course, last month and 1 week, we actually had a minus 10-degree day, and 2 days later, it was 62 degrees. While unpredictability can stress us out, remember that while we can't always control our circumstances, we can control how we respond to it. Whether it's weather, life, work, or anything that gets thrown at us, staying true to our why, our habits, and our intentions means we can deal with anything that comes our way. This month, I am celebrating my birthday. I can't get over that I'm 2 years away from 50, but I feel like the more and more I live this lifestyle, the more confident and in tune with who I am. My goal is to die younger later, and I'm doing everything I can to make that happen. Are you? Think about how far you have come so far just this year. So far, 1% progress each day adds up. Reflect on this progress within your mind, body, and spirit, and celebrate with me this month with all you have accomplished, even among the unpredictability of life. Love, Carrie. As we come into the recipes this month, you're going to see here, we're going to start with week 1, we have a romantic chicken with artichokes and mushrooms. We have stuffed pepper soup and a steak with chipotle butter. Week 2, we have turmeric salmon with coconut, cauliflower bowl, and spiced lentil soup. Week 3, we have stuffed turkey portobello mushrooms, pecan trout, and a creamy chicken skillet. Week 4 is a black bean fajita skillet. And one of my favorite things is this spicy chocolate protein shake I make. And then our bonuses this month are a double chocolate protein bar and roasted garlic cabbage, which I truly love. So you'll see the grocery lists here, all separated out by weeks. Nice and easy to go through. All of the pantry items here, and then we're going to jump right into the week 1 recipes. And I love these graphics. They have really made this super fun for me, and I just love the way they come across. So our first recipe is the romantic chicken with artichokes and mushrooms. So this I love, super easy. We're going to use ghee, which is a clarified butter, so you get a lot of the same things you get from butter, but it's clarified, which is fantastic, super clean. I love using marinated artichokes, and of course the mushrooms and the capers add this nice little pop to it. As we move along, you've got a stuffed pepper soup. I'm loving soups right now, especially because it still feels like winter here in the Sierra Nevadas of California. So this is a wonderful addition for me. Fresh herbs. This does have some shredded cheese in it, but that is optional. So I would definitely be taking that off for me personally, since I'm not doing much dairy. Also, it is compliant, but only after week 2. So the next one is steak with chipotle butter. This is something that my husband Patrick and I do a lot. So we're choosing a good quality meat, grass-fed steak. This is something that's completely compliant for W2W. It is, the alcohol will cook off. So you'll see in a lot of recipes, there'll probably be wine or other alcohol, but that does cook off during the process. So our week 2 recipes, this is a nice, we do a lot of salmon recipes, and I like that this is a little different. So this is turmeric salmon with coconut. With this you're using Swiss chard, shallots and ginger, turmeric. It's just a wonderfully flavorful dish. I love the addition of the coconut flakes. It just gives us a little bit something different. And this is 4 weeks to wellness compliant. The cauliflower bowl. So this is also 4 weeks. This is not 4 weeks to wellness compliant. In this, you have the sharp cheese, and you also have a dairy-free sour cream. And I use turkey bacon in this because I like that the crunch and the flavor. I think it gives a great flavor. So a spiced lentil soup is next. I love lentils. We eat a lot of them. Again, you'll see the spices in this, the turmeric and the coriander and the cumin, along with the cayenne and the cinnamon. It just gives it this wonderful warming feeling. This does have sweet potatoes and garbanzo beans, which is fantastic for your fiber as well as your carb. This is 4 weeks to wellness compliant, but only after those first 2 weeks when we're adding those dense carbs back in. So week 3, we have turkey stuffed portobello mushrooms. Portobello mushrooms are so versatile, and I love that they're so meaty and delicious. So with this, you have sage and rosemary, some nutmeg, some Worcestershire. Find a clean Worcestershire sauce. They are out there. That's a wonderful, wonderful warming dish. Trout. So trout is a fish that I personally haven't used much. So I'm really excited about this recipe, especially because it uses one of my favorite ingredients, which is chickpea flour, as well as the pecans, and using a fish I don't normally use. So we move on to a creamy chicken skillet. This chicken skillet has zucchini and onion. Again, the dry white wine, which is going to, the alcohol will cook out of that. And we do have a non-dairy cream cheese in here. I like Kite Hill. I've used that in smoothies and all kinds of things, and I find that it gives me that same creamy consistency I'm looking for, and the flavor of the cream cheese without the dairy, which I really enjoy. So week 4, coming into week 4, we have a black bean skillet. Now to this, I did add shrimp to this to give it some extra protein. It is vibrant flavors, easy to put together. I used it with lettuce wraps because I wanted to have it feel more like a taco or a wrap than just in there. And then next we have my spicy chocolate protein shake, which is super easy to put together. I love spice, as you may have noticed throughout the last couple of months. One of the things that I love about this is it's fast, it's easy. The cayenne, I use as much as I like, so I don't measure that out. I just kind of sprinkle it in. Some days it's a little bit spicier than others, but this is one of my favorite smoothies that I take to work. This is almost a daily smoothie for me. Now our bonus recipes, everyone knows that I'm a baker. So I was excited to see double chocolate protein bars. Very easy to make. You have your almond butter and your protein powder plus those hemp seeds. We're using monk fruit syrup here as the sweetener. Easy to do. Don't forget the chilling part, that 30 minutes. Sometimes I know it's hard to leave things sit, but it's important to have that chill time so you can get that set up, as well as remember when you're melting chocolate, you can also, I often melt it in the microwave, just very, very gently, and be patient with it. Lastly, we have our roasted garlic cabbage. I love cabbage, especially this time of year. And instead of using the Parmesan cheese on this, I use nutritional yeast. I think the flavor is the same, and I get the benefits of the nutritional yeast, and I don't have the dairy from the Parmesan. And then lastly, our quote today is from James Clear, and it is, patience only works if you do. Doing the work plus patience equals results. Planning to work plus patience equals just waiting. I love that quote. So have a great month. Looking forward to April and all of the fun and exciting things we have coming.